And also, we've got live music for you this afternoon. Tenor Alfie Boe is popping in, and he's promised to serenade us with a couple of songs from his new album called Serenata. Well, he's Britain's second favourite tenor. I have to say that because Wyn Evans... I know, he
Did
just...
I hear Wyn Evans' name then?
I know.
Did I hear Wyn Evans' name?
Wyn Evans presents his show every Friday, so I had to put it in. It's in the contract, okay?
So, okay.
Yeah, well, I've got to keep him happy.
He's got all my albums.
I'm sure he has.
I've sent him.
Anyway, okay, I'm going to just change the script. He's Britain's favourite tenor, everybody, okay? And Alfie Boe is here. And welcome to Wales.
Thank you. Thank you.
We can chat a little while,
okay.
In a little while even. But we'll talk about the romantic new album called Serenata in a moment. Doesn't he look wonderful? I know this is radio, not a great plug, but we're ready for you to sing for us. What are you going to sing first of all?
The first track that I'm going to sing is a hit by Rosemary Clooney, and Dean Martin did it as well. This is called Mambo Italiano.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Go for it.
E ritorna tu e Napoli, venendo dall'America, per imparare tutte le canzoni, ma quando canta, che confusione. E mambo italiano, mambo italiano, no, non è solo siciliano, non è calabrese, non è mambo piemontese, ma è mambo, no, tarantella, è mambo, non voglio mozzarella, no, mambo italiano, prova ad assaggiare polpa, trilli e baccalà, e cumpa, Grivaldi giorno tutto spian, cambiando sempre l'italiano, ma con un suo mambo, e continua sempre in pertarità, canta soltanto mambo italiano, mambo italiano, no, la storia è qui finita, non è più partita, da noi sempre arrestate con su mambo italiano. Non è calabrese, non è mambo piemontese, ma prova ad assaggiare polpettili e baccalà e ciuffru, tu vuoi mangiare pasta fasul, dicendo sempre bambino, non bevi molto vino, poi continua sempre in pertarità a cantare soltanto mambo italiano, mambo italiano, sì, la storia in cui finita non è più partita, da noi sempre arrestati col suo mambo italiano.
Come on, Alfie. Thank you very much to Murray as well on the guitar.
Pleasure.
Crikey. Come and sit down. Lovely to have you on the show. Welcome to Wales, as I said. Do you pass through Wales quite often?
I do try and get through whenever I'm over,
Yes.
whether in for an interview or some TV or something. But I love Wales. I've always loved Wales. I've been performing here since I first started my career with the D'Oyly Cart Opera Company. We played Llandudno and Cardiff as well.
Yeah.
So can I just say that this is the biggest radio table I've ever sat at? You're miles away from me.
You know, if we had a séance,
really,
I don't think we could all stretch our arms around it. It is quite. We could have about 8-9 people around this table. Anyway, it's just you and me and Murray at the moment.
There you go.
And
Right,
the
Murray
lovely
over there.
listeners.
You happy?
Are you happy there, Murray?
I'm
you
really
can come and
happy.
sit down with us as well if you want. But if you're happy there, that's fine.
Only if I get a ball to sit on.
Yes, what do you think of my ball?
That's great. I thought it was Wyn Evans at first. But so,
Listen, this ball is flatter than Wyn Evans. Oh, he sends his regards,
Bless him.
obviously.
He's
yes,
a great
yes.
friend.
But
He's a lovely
listen,
guy.
Serenata, how many male classical singers and opera singers could actually close their jackets? I think you're the only one who can do that.
Yeah, I was breathing in.
You
I
were
was
bre-
breathing in. It's
But
right.
isn't it true that you could have become a personal trainer, or you would have become a personal trainer if it
Yeah.
hadn't worked out for you?
I was doing a lot of that. I was training quite a lot. In fact, the reason why I started training is down to the fault of Welsh National Opera.
Right.
Yeah, I was performing here with Welsh National Opera in a production of La Traviata.
Yeah.
And we played Swansea first, and then back into Cardiff. And the director asked me, said, "How do I feel about taking my clothes off on stage?"
Oh.
And I said, "How many?" And he said, "All of them." And then what? Down to my socks? He said, "No, the socks as well." So.
Oh, have you got fat ankles then? Or
So
something?
what? Have I got
You've got
fat
fat
ankles? No. So anyway, I had to do this scene where I got out of bed in the morning
Yes.
with
Naked?
Violetta, stark naked, yeah, on stage at the Millennium Centre.
Well,
over
you know
here.
what? I've
And it
changed
was
my mind
scary.
about opera.
What?
I've changed my mind about opera.
Really? Oh,
Yes, I have.
I was like, well, that was when
How
I
long
thought,
were you on the stage in that
naked,
particular birthday
about
suit?
2.5 hours naked. No, I wasn't. No, it was. I had to get up out of this bed, walk across the stage to the other side, and
Yeah.
pick up my clothes and
Oh
get
my
dressed
God.
on stage in front of the audience.
So
It was
you
very
be-
scary. So I started going to the gym, and that was really when I got hooked on personal training and things, and I really took it on board and started building up. And then I realised, looking back at pictures, that I was just fat and not muscly. So there you go. Taking all the protein shakes and things like that, just not really working out that much.
So how buff were you then?
I was pretty, I
Yeah.
was pretty buff. I'd put on quite a lot of weight, and
Right, okay.
my muscles are, they were not defined. They were there somewhere.
Yeah.
But they were under a layer of something. But
So what do you do these days then? Because you're looking
obviously,
very
it's just
fit.
natural.
Natural,
It's
yeah.
natural the way
Yes.
that I just naturally.
Get up
you
in the
know,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, it suits you.
No, I just need to work out a bit more still.
No, it's lovely. But tell us a little bit about all the songs that feature on Serenata. Obviously, all in Italiano.
Yes, it's a very romantic,
It is.
if I may say so, a romantic Italian collection of songs. You'll hear lots of beautiful melodies from the past eras of romance, songs made famous by contemporary artists like Dean Martin and Rosemary Clooney, to artists like Pavarotti, the songs that, the Italian Neapolitan songs that Pavarotti plays. And Murray, you'll hear Murray playing on there as well. There's a lot of guitar work on that. So the thing is about the album is we tried to recreate a very authentic sound and a very sort of stripped back street band vibe.
Yeah.
So there's two guitarists, accordion player, mandolin, double bass and drums, and then we added strings to the top of it just to give it that beautiful blossoming romantic feel. And it works. It seems to all go together. The vibe of it being lively street music and the authentic classical structure of it too seems to blend very well. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. We'll be performing this on tour as well at the end of the year.
Yes, when are you going to be on tour then? Or where are you going to be? Are you coming to Cardiff?
I'm coming to Cardiff Arena, and that's the 13th of December. We'll be playing in Cardiff. I love playing. Last time we were here, it was an amazing evening. The whole audience just went crazy. They just went wild and ran down to the front of the stage and had so much fun. It was wonderful. But this particular show is a lot different than the last tour that we did. The last tour was a bit rocky, lots of dancing, lots of running around, that sort of thing. This is more of a theatrical production. I've tried to put more theatre concept into it, really, like down to the fact that we've got 3 different sections to the stage where we can perform in different areas. The band all have authentic 1920s Art Deco music stands.
Yes.
We have old movie lights on stands at the back of the stage, and it's really trying to create a specific romantic era to images on the screens, pictures of ourselves while we're singing and performing. It's going to be a wonderful evening.
And Bryn is coming.
Bryn Terfel?
Wynn's coming. Shirley Bassey, Tom Jones. They've all asked to sing, and I said no. I said clear off. No.
Yeah.
But I actually I'll say anything to get people there.
No, but I'm sure it's a bit of a hassle when you have people just hassling all the time, just piggyback the tours and
the reason why we couldn't really get Wynn was we'd have to double our catering budget. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. I love Wyn Evans. Please don't get me wrong. He's a beautiful fella, and we're great friends.
No, it's fine.
He just eats a lot.
No, he told me last week, right? He didn't actually tell me. I heard this on the radio. I was listening to his programme. Don't look around. Don't worry. He's not there. He's not going to pop out. He's not going to jump up and say, hey, surprise, surprise, I'm here. He told everybody last week that when he comes in on a Friday, that if I've left some chocolate on the old desk, he eats it and I give him a hard time. I've never seen anything. I've not seen a crumb. I think he licks the desk if there has been any trace of chocolate on the old desk. So don't worry about it. He's big enough. He's big enough to take it all.
I can run faster.
Going back to this, the romantic word that you've used quite a few times.
Right.
Describing the songs that you put together. Are you a romantic type?
I try to be.
Come on, what's the most romantic gesture you've done in the last, say, 12 hours?
Well, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow, Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Yes.
What day is it today?
Yes, today. Yeah, Tuesday today. So you're right.
So tomorrow is her birthday, and she's flying in from America to join me, and so
that's her romantic gesture. Then,
I know
She's
that.
making the effort.
But I'm going to make her a cup of tea when she gets here.
Okay.
No, that sounds awful.
It sounds terrible. Are you going to be singing to her?
I found out I'm going to get a bunch of flowers, and one of them's going to be plastic, and then you say, "I love you until all these flowers die."
Oh, that's so. Oh my! Is that romantic?
Is that good? Pretty good. I read it in a book.
Murray, don't.
I read it in a book.
No.
It was good.
I don't think that would work
because that plastic one will, unless it melts.
Has anybody got a sick bucket?
Sorry, I don't know. I try to be romantic.
Diamonds, pearls.
Oh,
I think that's the way to a woman's heart.
Yeah.
Bit of bling.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. No.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Listen
now
to
you
me
put
now.
the pressure on now. Crying out loud.
If I tested you, do you know every title of every song on Serenata?
Go on then. Well, not in order.
Well, no, okay, anyway, I'll tick them off one by one then, okay? It's 13, right?
Serenata Celeste.
That's number 1.
Right, there we go. Addio Sogni di Gloria.
Yes.
Buonasera.
Yes.
Mambo Italiano.
Yes.
Volare.
Yes.
Rondine al nido.
Yes.
Non ti scordare di me. Arrivederci Roma.
Oh, yes, that's it. Yes. Oh, yes, you passed the test.
Is that all right?
I didn't expect you to get
I did
6.
make it.
Yeah, you did very, very well. Crikey. So tell us a little bit how you got into singing as well, because is it true that you were working?
You're going to have to ask me the inevitable question, is that it? How do I get discovered? Is that it?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know.
What can I ask Alfie Boe when he comes into the studio?
Okay, I'll drop that. I'll drop it. I'll tell you something else. My little boy is 4, and his name is Alfie.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, bless.
I've named him after you.
Oh, I bet you haven't. No. Shane Ritchie off EastEnders, didn't you? Named it after
No,
him.
Okay. I didn't know that. Alfie. No, but it's a beautiful name, you see.
Thank you.
It is,
Bless
but
you.
we spell it ALFFI.
Right.
All right, that's the Welsh version.
Right, that's cool.
We've made it up anyway.
Lots of people have spelt my name in so many different ways.
But are you the most famous Alfie out there?
I think Michael Caine's pretty famous, isn't he, as Alfie?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
The character
and then Jude
Alfie
Law
Caine's,
covered in the eye, and then
Well, I'm not. I
but
think
the real life Alfie.
Real Alfie.
I think you're up there, aren't you?
There's me and Alf the Alien, I think. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Come
Alf
on.
Garnett. There you go.
Yes.
Alf Roberts from Coronation Street. Remember him?
Oh, yeah. We've got a Welsh Alfie as well, but Gareth Thomas his name is, but he's loved as Alfie.
Really?
Anyway, can you please tell us, because a lot of people will love this story, because there may be a 17-year-old mechanic now listening to Radio Wales in the afternoon, and could have a good voice, and you could be their inspiration.
Well, my whole thing about singing back then was basically sing when you can, sing when you're asked, because you never know who's going to be listening.
Right.
And this sort of is an example of that, is because when I was working in the car factory...
Which car factory?
TVR in Blackpool, a sports car factory, made out of plastic. brilliant cars, very fast. Never buy one. But well, the factory's closed.
But there
now,
are the bad car manufacturers out there, obviously.
Well, I wouldn't buy one.
Okay.
I know how they're built. Sorry, it's terrible.
Let's just move on quickly.
Yeah, okay.
For goodness sake. Where were you now? You were singing.
Singing in the car factory.
Yeah.
And I was singing away to the radio. Forget what I was singing. And the guy whose car I was working on, polishing his car, and he overheard me and said, "Look, you've got a good voice.
Yeah.
There's an opera company auditioning for people for the next tour in London. You should go down and audition and try out." So I did. I took a day off work, got the train down to London. First time in London.
Yeah.
Turned up to this theatre wearing like my working boots covered in oil and paint and grease and all that. My jeans, t-shirt.
Yeah.
Walked into this theatre surrounded by all these opera singers who were ball gowns and suits and things. And what went up on stage, first time really on a major professional theatre stage. Sang my audition.
What did you sing?
It was a song that my father used to play around the house all the time, a song called You Are My Heart's Delight by Franz Lehar.
Okay.
And it was the only classical song that I really knew, because my dad used to play it a lot.
Yeah.
So I decided that was the one I'd have to audition with because it was the nearest thing to classical. So I went and sang, and there was just darkness out in the auditorium. And just heard this little voice say, "Could you come back in a week's time?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." Went back in a week's time, sang again, and then they gave me a phone call a few days later, offering me the job as a singer on their next tour.
That's
in the
amazing,
chorus.
isn't it?
I'd packed in my work at the garage and went on tour.
But you obviously had singing lessons when you were younger, then.
I had a few singing lessons, but it wasn't like the type of lessons I had when I went to music college. I went to the Royal College of Music after that.
Yeah.
But my first professional debut was at the Alexandra Theatre in Birmingham, and I was dressed as a sailor in HMS Pinafore, and I had this kit bag over my shoulder. And the routine was to walk on stage, do a little like sailor swag sort of thing, and throw the kit bag off into the wings.
Yeah.
And as I threw the kit bag off into the wings, it caught a cable that had the mechanism at the end of it that brought in the curtain.
Oh.
It hit the floor, brought in the front house curtain, and I got trapped underneath it. That was my first professional performance.
How old are you?
I was 20 years old, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you've come quite a way.
Oh, well, thank
since
you.
then, haven't you?
Thank you.
It's been so lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much for giving up your time.
It's a pleasure.
And remember now to buy your lovely, lovely wife something really
I will.
nice.
I do have to say that I've been putting something out there where people can write in with their romantic stories and suggestions for songs. And if I like the songs, and we can get the songs rehearsed, we'll do them on the show as well. So
how can they get in touch?
Through the record company, through the management and the theatre and that sort of thing. They can contact and send in their song suggestions, their romantic songs, their romantic stories.
Yes.
And I'll see which one we can connect with.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right.
Oh my God, it's a pity this isn't happening on February the 14th, isn't it?
I'll come back.
That's wonderful.
Is that right?
Or even January, we have our Santes Dwynwen Day in Wales, which is the Welsh Valentine at the end of January. So
Lovely.
that's sooner even.
Beautiful.
Will you sing us another song then?
I'll try.
Which one have you chosen?
This is one of my favourite Italian pop folk songs, and it was made famous in 1958 by Louis Prima and his big band. And this is Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll run over to the mic.
Yeah, don't run too quickly. I don't want to be out of breath. And Marie is ready anyway. That's it. You see, you can play a little bit, and then that's wonderful. And if you've just joined us, you haven't missed out because he's here to sing another song. This is the wonderful Alfie Boe, and another track off his new album Serenata, and it's Buonasera.
Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. Come bello stare a Napoli e sognar, mentre il cielo sembra dire buonasera, la vecchia luna che sul Mediterraneo appare. Ogni giorno ci incontriamo camminando, dove par che la montagna scende in mare. Quante cose abbiamo detto sospirando in quell'angolo più bello del mondo. Quante volte ho sussurrato amore t'amo. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It is time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains and the sand come into sight, and by the little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking where the mountains and the sand come into sight, and by the little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Oh, buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Oh, buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight.
Ah, that's beautiful. Can you believe it? We've been treated this afternoon. Kim Marks has just walked in on Alfie Boe here, serenading us all, and Eric Brockway. Just to let you know, Serenata is going to be out on November the 17th, and you can see Alfie at the Motorpoint Arena in Cardiff on December the 13th. Thank you very much for coming in.
Pleasure.
Can I just suggest one present for your wife tomorrow? Just sing. Just sing.
I am
to
a
her.
romantic, I promise.
Just sing to her.
I'll sing
That's
to her.
enough.
Yeah, she'd like that, I think. Maybe.
Has she heard it before?
She has. I have to think harder than just singing her a song. I have to come up with something else.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Alfie.
Bless you, thank
Diolch
you.
yn fawr iawn.